What's up, gamers? DreamcastGuy here, and today we're talking about DrDisrespect because the last 24 hours have been completely insane. Apparently, his own studio fired him. Pretty much every brand is starting to disavow. He's suddenly taking a streaming break. Well, today, the doc has released a statement saying that, yes, he did do some inappropriate stuff with a minor, but I want to go through his statement because it's very strange. Hi, hope you're having a great day. If you could, please give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. So just in the last 45 minutes, Bloomberg published a big report where a bunch of different Twitch aficionados, a bunch of people that work at the company, have been discussing that apparently what happened specifically is that DrDisrespect, he used to be the biggest streamer in the world. He was just completely the king of Twitch. And during that time, apparently he was using the Twitch messaging system to talk to a kid and maybe was trying to meet up at TwitchCon to do who knows what. Now, the doc has decided to officially reply and say, yes, I was messaging a kid, and yes, it was inappropriate, but we didn't do anything else. We didn't trade pictures. We didn't do anything like that. Now, he did technically edit this. The statement originally said, yes, I was texting a minor, and he decided to edit that word out. But I want to go through this bit by bit because I used to be the biggest DrDisrespect fan. I mean, I think the idea of his character is actually quite genius. The fact that he's like a 90s supervillain who's the world's best gamer, the two-time back-to-back, it's a really good idea. And honestly, his popularity is well earned, which is part of what's so baffling about this. So I want to talk about his statement and just the fact that it is bizarre to me that Twitch themselves have not spoken up sooner. I want to talk about this because honestly, I feel like I'm really annoyed at Twitch specifically in all of this, and I want to explain why. So in case you didn't know, there were some allegations that he was fired from Twitch for being weird around a kid or something like that. So apparently his own studio looked into it and they decided to disband it. They decided to disavow him and kick him out of the company that he co-founded. So that wasn't great. Then a bunch of companies like Turtle Beach Headsets, they have officially just scrubbed him from the website. A lot of other streamers are saying like, yeah, there's stuff that's going to come out. Obviously, Ninja chimed in and said, yeah, something about this is definitely weird. We got this weird statement specifically from XQC. XQC said a bunch of documents are going to be coming out with everything. So this stuff is being shared privately. I do hope that the exact specifics, as much as legally allowed, are released. But let's go through the slightly edited DrDisrespect statement. This was just released. I have not read this. I'm looking at this for the first time here. But it says here, the Twitch ban. I'd like to make a statement. Let's cut the BS. You guys know I don't have a filter. First and foremost, I'd like to apologize to everyone in my community, as well as my team and those close to me, and everyone at Midnight Society. Yeah, his game studio is completely screwed. I've heard it actually had a lot of very talented developers. I mean, he was not only funding it and the face of it, but it sounds like the game they were making, even if it's not my cup of tea, it probably would have been great. Without the doc, that game studio is completely cooked. But moving on here, I've left a lot of people in the dark about what happened yesterday with Midnight Society. Our team is full of incredibly talented people, and we've decided that I should step down. Okay, lots of PR stuff. Here's the part that's actually important. Everyone has been wanting to know why I was banned from Twitch, but the reasons are outside of my control. I was not allowed to say anything for the last several years. Now that two former Twitch employees have publicly disclosed the accusations, I can now tell you my side of the story regarding the ban. So a lot of times this happens. So keep in mind, DrDisrespect was banned in 2020, and then he sued Twitch for banning him, saying it hurt his brand, it hurt his income, stuff like that. So when this happened, the lawsuit was successful. They ended up paying out the rest of his contract, and people are going, okay, if what he did was so bad, why did they still pay him? Why hasn't he spoken up about his side of the story? There's a lot of reasons for that, probably, that we can dig into, but the biggest thing is that a lot of times when you settle a case, that typically means like, okay, now you get a gag order. You can't talk about it. But if Twitch employees are kind of leaking this stuff to the public, he is now allowed to talk about it because essentially the gag order is now null and void. So apparently this is what happened. There used to be a system, I don't know if it still exists, called Twitch Whispers, where you can direct message people, streamers or other people in chat or stuff like that. I've never really used it, but apparently you can use it. He was messaging a minor back in 2017. Yes, I was messaging her. Were there real intentions behind these messages? The answer is no. They were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes leaned too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. Nothing illegal happened. No pictures were shared. No crimes were committed. And I never met the individual. I went through a lengthy, arbitrary civil dispute with Twitch, and the case was resolved by a settlement. Let me be clear, it was not a criminal case against me because no crimes were committed. Okay, so even he admits that this was incredibly wrong. I mean, not only is he cheating on his wife, but he's attempting to talk to a child. So, I mean, even though he is being like, oh man, it sucks this happened, all of this, I mean, I'm sure some people will be like, oh, it's whatever. I don't know. I'm sure a lot of the replies are like, okay, I stand with DrDisrespect. I'm proud of you for owning it. Yeah, I mean, this is still pretty weird to me, but I feel like the part of it that's extra weird to me is the Twitch aspect of it. Like, you are the face of Twitch. You're using Twitch to talk to a minor inappropriately by your own admission. To the point at which they had to ban your contract. Now, the rumor is that he was talking to the kid about meeting him at TwitchCon, and that's when they banned his account, as they're like, okay, we can't have you, obviously, meeting up with somebody. The whole thing is so messy. I think a lot of people, though, are talking about the fact that they're wanting to boycott Twitch because they did actually hide him. Like, let's assume this is legit. Let's assume that what DrDisrespect saying is here. He was messaging a kid, but he didn't meet up with them. He didn't do anything. He didn't swap any pictures or give him his direct number or anything like that. It's still weird that Twitch decided this person is dangerous enough that they should be permanently banned off the platform, which, let's be clear, Twitch bans very few people. They give people suspensions, but people have driven drunk, done drugs, attacked people. People have had full-blown intercourse live streamed on Twitch. They get like a 24-hour ban. The fact that this guy was actually permanently banned, I feel like that is telling me that Twitch themselves is saying this guy is a threat. But then they didn't tell the public. They didn't warn people. They didn't release this themselves. They didn't ban him sooner. Like, Doc says this happened 2017, and they finally banned him in 2020. I see some people saying it can't be true, something about this. There has to be an extra part of this. I think my thing to this is I want Twitch to come out and talk about why this timeline, what he did in 2017, apparently why that would get him banned 3 years later, why they would actually still settle it in court. Like, something about this is just extra weird. This is Zachary Diaz. It is actually a friend of mine who worked at Twitch for a long time. He and I used to play a ton of video games together, and he actually worked at Twitch when this ban happened. So I talked to him as it was happening, and he was like, look, man, I can't say a peep. But he basically said, be kind to people, be ruthless to systems. These systems are acting in their own selfish capitalist interests. They are people fighting and advocating to do the right thing, but systems don't work on ideals and dreams. Now, obviously, he's trying to be incredibly politically correct so he doesn't get in trouble or NDA'd himself for talking about things he may have seen while working at Twitch. But essentially, it sounds like he's saying, look at this, man. The system is going to protect itself. Like, Twitch is not going to actually try and take down their biggest money maker unless they're afraid it's going to lose them more money. Like, I don't know, man. Something about this still feels weird. I mean, I don't know. Like, Twitch has a very wide range of demographic of people that like to watch games or hot tub streams or whatever. But man, I don't know, man. Even if he's saying, yeah, I did it, I'm going to keep streaming. I don't know. To those who don't want to support me anymore, no, you've always been greatly appreciated. But trust me when I say this, to all my haters that live and breathe social media with zero life experience, I don't give an F about you. This is still a very strange statement in general. I hope nothing else comes out. Because, man, that would be bad. Sometimes these people have something leak, and then it becomes this avalanche. Like I think of Philip Mewson. There was this guy who got caught plagiarizing videos for IGN, I don't know, like 6 or 7 years ago. And it looked like he plagiarized one. It turned out he had plagiarized hundreds of videos, and it pretty much almost bankrupted IGN trying to figure all this stuff out, stuff like that. So I almost think about the fact that I hope more stuff doesn't come out. I hope it turns out this is the full extent of it, but I still hope that we get a statement from Twitch, just in case. Let me actually click Jake Lucky. Jake Lucky tweets all sorts of streamer drama. Let's see if, yeah, so it looks like, oh, he did just add the word minor back into it. So yeah, so he re-edited it. Let's refresh it. So he put the word minor back into his statement. Oh yeah. Yeah. Anyways, not good. Absolutely not good. I kind of hope that Twitch says something. I want to hear what Twitch's actual report on this is, beyond the drama and stuff. I want to know some actual numbers as to how they're going to prevent this happening again. Because in my opinion, I don't know. This all is very, very weird. What do you guys think about this, though? I don't know. It's difficult to have like a full take on it because we still don't quite have all of the story. But now that we've heard from Doc and heard from leakers and heard from every company blacklisting him, it still just is not good. But tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and please keep dreaming. Oh, man. Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what I put up last, or, subscribe and see what's coming up next. Also, I promise that whatever I do, it'll try not to suck.